Hello, Pisces. Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Pisces. How are you? I hope you're well. Pisces, I'm here with a bunch of oracle cards. We're going to throw these ones first to see what the overall energy is for you for the week ahead. If you are brand new and you've never been here before, welcome here. We have a rather large Pisces following by now, and there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little box where I live if you decide to stay and join the tribe. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to say hello, but we are always reading for the week ahead for the weekly reads, and that's because I usually do a sneak peek for this week, and then I read for the week ahead. So I'm essentially giving you 2 weeks worth of energy all in 1 week. So we are here doing Pisces, the oracles first, and then we're going to throw some tarot at it. We're going to find out what's going on for you in the week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Pisces. I hope you're well. Pisces, if you are my ride or die, I appreciate you showing up here today. Thank you so much for doing that. Oh, we got one card that has popped. What have we got? Got an impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Pisces, you are about to enter another path of your life, I want to say, an impasse. So an impasse is a place where you have 2 paths, or an impasse is like, I've reached an impasse. Do I go this way or do I go that way? It says here to reflect and redirect. So you're going to be redirected onto some sort of a different path sometime in the week ahead. Your energy will be redirected. So for some of you, you definitely have come to an impasse as to whether you can see that little squirrel there is deciding, do I go back to where I came from? Or do I get on this path and follow it along? So I feel like that is the dilemma that you're up against next week, that you are trying to figure out whether you're directing your energy by going back to where you were, where there is stability, right? We have trees. Whoops. We have trees. So there is literal stability that you have already. And do you want to remain there? Or do you want to try something new and redirect your energy? We have a wandering path. Well, isn't that just interesting, right? So you're at an impasse. There is a path here with the squirrel. And then we have the wandering path. So enjoy the journey. There is a map and there is a compass here. So I don't feel like you're going to get lost. Not all that wander are lost, right, Pisces? So I feel like you are wandering a path next week, someplace you've never been before, but I want you to make sure that you enjoy the journey because I feel like you've been given this path for a reason. Tell me more about Pisces, please. Tell me more about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me more about Pisces. Oh, okay, what's this? Growth. I like it. Look at that. This path is going to bring you growth, Pisces. I feel like you're supposed to trust the path, trust the journey. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So I feel like for those of you who are ready, and not all of you are, right? This is a general reading, that some of you are going to be presented with an opportunity to get on a different path or to grab a map, get a compass, and sort of wander around to find out what it is that gives you the most enjoyment of the journey. We've got growth here, and it says, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So that's what's on this path. This path is a place that I feel like you're supposed to trust the journey. And this is a place that I feel that you've been offered. It's the offering or the opportunity to get on another path energetically or physically. And I feel like you're supposed to trust the journey. Look at all this purple. Violet energy is the third eye. Pisces, I feel like your third eye is wide open. And I think you're supposed to trust your inner voice or your intuition. For some of you that are into religion, that would be your still small voice, right? That is the Holy Ghost, the one that that is telling you what path to go on. But in turn of all of this dark purple energy, we also see some blue. Blue is the throat chakra, right? So I feel like it goes from the light blue, which is maybe you were saying what you wanted, but maybe you weren't really speaking it out loud or speaking up. And I feel like as the blue gets more intense, that you're speaking up whatever it is that you need from life. You're telling the universe what it is that you need. We've got empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Well, look at that. So I feel like maybe you weren't able to see this path. I always say we're all sitting in a room full of everything that we've ever wanted in this life, but our level of clarity or whether or not the third eye is open and how wide it is open, that we can only see the things that we can see at the time. And so everything comes in time because we are becoming more and more aware as we grow in our energy, right? It looks like you're supposed to trust your own growth, trust yourself, trust the inner voice, and take the path. All right, one more card and let's get to the tarot. It's already really exciting. Tell me what's going on here. For Pisces, my water family, tell me about Pisces. Ooh, look at that. So this path is going to take you to a place of transformation. Or for those of you who are already in the cocoon, right? Not having the party because it's no fun inside the chrysalis, right? Everything's melting and breaking down and everything is like a big shit show. Everything is changing and you're terrified. I feel like the end of the week is a place that you feel reborn, or you feel like you can handle that thing that you didn't think you could handle last week. It feels like there is a transformation of trust. You are transforming into a place where you now trust your inner voice. You trust the self. This is somebody who I feel your intuition is just opening. Your third eye is opening and you're seeing things for what they really are. And it's time, you can see all the colors that we have congruently here. We have green, right? We have brown, and we have purple and blue. So it does feel like there is something, a path that is opening. And like I said, not all of you that wander are lost. It might be a path to abundance, but I feel like you had to see it first, or you had to change your mind or begin to trust yourself before this path could appear to you. Let's find out what else is going on here. Tell me about Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're cross-watching, thank you for doing that. Tell me about Pisces. Just want to make sure that I've got... Okay, I never can tell when they're upright or when they're not, because everything is sort of a mishmash of upside down and upright. Okay, let's find out what's going on. Whoops, for Pisces. Tell me about tarot for Pisces. Tell me about the impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Ooh, look at that. We've got the Fool. It's a brand new chapter, friend. That's what it looks like. So a door is opening. Now I'm going to just say to you, we always see the Fool. And if we look over the card, we always see this little dog here. Somebody who loves this person a lot, but is sort of alerting them to be careful, you're stepping off the edge. I feel like you intend to take the leap of faith, but I feel like when the Fool is in the upright, that you're taking an educated leap of faith. You already have investigated below this cliff here. You know if there's water, you know if there's rocks. Like you know what the impact is going to be at the bottom. I feel like you're building a bridge to somewhere, and this flower or this rose that this person is smelling is amethyst. So I want to say you're protected on this new path, and it feels like you are headed out. I feel like some of you are going to, be a little scared of the path and you're going to scurry back behind the tree or up the tree, but others of you are taking that path. It may look like there is a brick wall at the end here, but I do see that this path, probably there's more beyond that brick wall that you can't really see yet. There may be obstacles, I'm just saying, but I feel like you're going to trust what's beyond the wall is what it feels like here. Tell me about growth for Pisces, please. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. And in order to do that, you must trust and take some sort of a step onto the wandering path. Oh, look at that. The growth is going to take you to the Empress energy. So I feel like either you've already got the growth. For some of you, not all of you are here, because just because you're a Taurus or a Libra doesn't mean you're the Empress. This comes with wisdom. And wisdom sometimes, not all the time, will come with age, right? Not everybody gets the wisdom. Not everybody becomes self-aware, no matter how old they are. And some people are self-aware. So I feel like this growth spurt that you're in here, that you will be expanding your consciousness and your awareness. That's who the Empress is. Somebody who is all the queens, very balanced, somebody who really doesn't need anyone or anything. They provide sustenance, groceries, money, whatever they need, their household. They provide it for themselves, for their family, and all the people that are around them. So I feel like this path is the path that's leading you to the Empress energy. For some of you, you could already be the Empress, but just because you become the Empress, it doesn't mean that you stop growing. You're always going to be going through these small ascensions of clarity that are going to bring you to this vivid violet energy, which is the third eye chakra, and transformation. Things are always changing and in flux. The transformation means that things are always ending, so other things can begin. And the butterfly shows here because the butterfly was the was the caterpillar is the reason that you end up being a butterfly in the end of it, right? That's what it figures out to be here. We've got the Page of Wands. So it does feel like you're trusting the new path. And the Page of Wands is on the path. I feel like you're trusting the new path here. So I think you're going to go because you're trusting your transformation. You're trusting that you're ready here to go on the path. Tell me about the Fool. What is on the path? Reflecting and redirecting your energy to where? We've got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. We've got the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Lovers. So I feel like it's making a choice to, for some of you, the impasse is checking in with the self. So the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. For some of you, you could be in the month of January here, because this is for the week ahead, which is still the last week of January. You possibly could be experiencing a financial impact for some of you with this King of Pentacles in the reverse. You may be having your stabilities maybe in a shaky place at this time. Your financials could be in a shaky place at this time. But also when I see the King of Pentacles, for me, that king is checking in with themselves. Do I have enough for me? It's like they're turning away from everybody else and making sure that they have enough abundance, stability for themselves. And I feel like the Four of Pentacles is talking about saving money, saving my energy, because you're about to redirect your energy and go on a new path. And this new path could be a path that you choose. You choose to take a risk, take a leap of faith, but I think that it pays off for you and I think you end up thriving in this abundance because you decide to take some sort of a leap of faith. For some of you, it could be into a relationship. For others of you, it could be into something financial that you've decided, okay, I'm going to sell the house, sell the car, sell the furniture, and I'm just going to move across the world. Like it feels like somebody here is making a choice or a decision. Could be a financial decision, but it also could be that somebody has been holding back from the Lovers. So maybe you're the person who's not interested in a relationship, or you're feeling like, you know what, I don't really think that I need a relationship right now. I feel like whatever path you're going to end up on here is going to take you to a place that you choose. Maybe you don't know that you've chosen it yet, but I feel like when you get there, you're like, yeah, I'm glad I listened to my inner voice or the higher self, because I really do love this place. Because the Lovers is, there's an angel above their head. There is, vegetation, everything's in bloom. There's stability all around them, growing roots, right? So whatever it is, whether it's with another person or by yourself, it feels like this chapter of your life is about to open to you, but it's up to you as to what you want to do. We have growth, and we do have the Empress energy. So I do feel like you're going to find that there's going to be a lot of opportunity, right? You're going to be... it feels like there's a lot of options that you've got because of your growth and your expansion, your consciousness and your awareness, your abundance, like all of it, right? All of it here. Your empathy is growing and your abundance is growing, and so is your ability to, when you get into this place where you feel really abundant, even if you are not quite yet the Empress, that those things start to attract to you. You are in the most attractive energy that you've been in, Pisces, and so you are starting to attract a lot of opportunities in the week ahead. For some of you, they are financial opportunities. I was saying here that maybe you're a little bit low on money, trying to save money. I feel like there's a financial opportunity. One of these 7 cups is going to make you very, not only emotionally happy, but happy with your stability. Because we do have the 10 of Pentacles, and this seems like it's going to be long-term growth, long-term abundance. Take it as it resonates for you. It's not always about money. It can be long-term growth. It can also be family, that maybe you are in a place where you have a lot of opportunities to grow your family. We do have the Empress here, and the Empress is the one who's fertile. So maybe you've decided to grow your family. Tell me more about the 10 of Pentacles. We do have the 8 of Pentacles because you've really worked on yourself. It's self-mastery. I just want to say, though, I feel like somebody has just been keeping their head down and working. I don't think that you really understand how hard you've been working, or the value that you're producing, or the abundance that you are creating. It's almost like you're so focused on the task at hand that you're not realizing that you're growing from the 8 to the 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you have been working so hard on yourself, on your finances, on your work, on your business. It feels like this is why you're going to have a lot of abundant opportunities coming to you in the week ahead. It's because of this really big and quick growth spurt and the fact that you're not scared to get on this new path here. Tell me about the Page of Wands. It feels like you're starting out somewhere where you don't really know where the path is going to lead you. The Page of Wands is somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of information about what they're doing, but they are ready to take a risk, a small risk, because this is a, child sort of level risk. If you need to, put a space and time or a size on it. This is a small risk that you're taking to trust your inner self, and it is leading to transformation. It's leading you to a wandering path. Tell me about the Page of Wands here. It's a spark of excitement or something that is brand new for you. We do have the Six of Cups. Why is the Six of Cups here? We do have the World card, and we have the Three of Wands. So I want to say that there is, it feels like there is, the Six of Cups is telling me that there is it feels like it's something that you already know. I want to say something that you're already familiar with that maybe you don't understand that you're familiar with. Because to me, the Six of Cups in your reading is representing something you already know that is about to, it's like, what I'm seeing is a lotus flower that's opening. And I'm seeing the center of the lotus flower. And so I feel like whatever you want is at the center of the lotus flower. What my mind's eye is seeing right now is that there's a pearl at the center of the lotus flower. So I feel like something that you already know is about to unfold. It's like you've already been here before. And you are just realizing that you're in the place that you're supposed to be. It's a realization of, oh, yeah, there's the path. There's the path I'm supposed to be on. And I think that you realize it through this transformation because now you're listening to the inner voice. We've got the Three of Wands. It's something that you've been waiting on, but what you realize now is that you never needed to wait. It feels like with the Page of Wands, you needed to take action, even just a little bit. You needed to take action and transform, and that's when the path opens. That's when the abundance comes. Turning your back on things that you don't need is really of high importance. The World card is telling me that you're completing a chapter of some kind in your life. You've gone from the Fool to the World card. So it feels like you're completing a chapter in your life. You're going places you've never been before, and you are doing it in an energy of abundance of which you have not had before. It feels like this isn't your accomplishment, that you're able to turn your back on the things that you don't need and look out there for expansion. It feels like this transformation is leading you to expansion. We do have the High Priestess. That's your energy, right? That is Piscean energy. I feel like it's an understanding that you are far closer to peace, to love, to the other side. It feels like somebody here is realizing the depth of their potential, because the High Priestess is somebody who's highly psychic or intuitive. You could be a card reader. You don't have to be. You could be someone who is psychic or uses that energy to help other people. We have the Knight of Wands. This is something that is coming to you really quickly. And I was just saying, with all this purple here, it feels like somebody's third eye is about to open a little bit more. So it feels like this is something that you are going to experience, I feel, in the week ahead. The High Priestess energy is the realizing, yeah, I am a little psychic. I thought that this was going to happen. I thought that when I got on the path that something was going to open up, but I wasn't sure. It feels like you get on the path. So let me just give you an example that you have been applying for jobs. Maybe you just start applying for jobs because you're not necessarily, the happiest you've ever been at your job. And then all of a sudden you lose your job. But because you've been applying for jobs over the last 5 or 6 weeks, one of those other jobs comes available. So intuitively, you knew that that was going to happen. Now, that's not the case for everybody, but that's the scenario or the situation I think that we're talking about here. That I feel like you are the High Priestess. You've always been, but it's a realization that it's now it's in your face, right? It's this quick sort of energy of, now I've got to take a leap. Now I've got to take a risk. Now I've got to run at something quicker. Now the door is open and it's time for you to move forward here. All right. Hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Pisces. I'll be back because I am always back, as you know. And have a beautiful week. I'll be back probably with some bonus reads later. You guys take care. Bye-bye.